of Battletech Advanced, brought to you by Commando Gaming, Strategic Gaming, and brought to you live on twitch.tv by under Commando Gaming 1, I should say. Want to mention that you should really check out our streaming schedule if you're watching this on video replay. We have a wide range of games that we're playing right now. There's, of course, Battletech Advanced, but we're also playing some retro games including Masters of Orion, Halo 3. We're also going to be playing some Elite Dangerous and some other games, including Baldur's Gate 3. So we have a wide assortment of streams on the channel. They are growing every day, so please check out our schedule and see what interests you and set yourself a reminder for when we play live. So let's just jump in. I did play 2 missions off camera just to kind of progress our mechs. Haven't put any mechs together yet. So up next we have a escort mission. We might as well get this out of the way. We have our Griffin, our Icarus, our Cicada, our Firebee, and our Locust. We have a Kataro, but it's still currently under repairs. One of the challenges in the early game is when your light mechs suffer significant repair issues, and then you have to wait for those repair issues, which really hampers your ability to take additional missions and to build up other mechs or upgrade your mechs. So it's one of the challenges of the game, balancing your C-bills, which is your ability to pay your bills, your mech availability, your mech upgrades, the upgrades to your ship, the Argo. There's lots of little tweaks and challenges that can be found, for sure. Piece by piece, we're getting our new studio together. Setting up a successful streaming location is always a big challenge because you have to fine tune a lot of things. As you can see, we've gotten our camera and green screen where I think it needs to be. So I'm excited about that. Should see an overall improvement in our green screen and overlays. We put some resources into that. So we're excited about seeing that come together. All right, let's jump into this mission while people jump into the stream.
Interface initiated.
Alright, so this is a necessary evil.
Stay frosty.
These convoy missions can be a little painful.
Moving to position.
But right now we need all the opportunities to collect salvage that we can. So I'm not going to trigger the capture zone here because I need some time to get our pilots into position.
On my way.
Next turn we'll trigger that. Alright, we're putting our
Onward.
heavier mechs in the position where the convoy will need to go. And use our lighter mechs to seize the objective and scout possible places that the enemy can come from. So one skull escort mission, so we should just have two enemy forces attack to fight instead of 3 if this was a higher level mission. Okay, we've secured the location for the convoy. As you can see, the enemy forces are now coming in. And we will have to fight them off while this convoy moves. Alright, we got a wasp, lamb. That's not really good salvage. I don't really care too much for the lambs. They give up a little too much in
Yeah, Commander.
firepower for a marginal, in my opinion, increase in evasion. Alright, so let's get our locust right up in the grill of this wasp lamb. One thing I did get off camera is I did get a tag, which I put on my
Confirmed.
locust, who's my sensor locker. So what that does is that means you no longer have to use sensor lock ability instead of firing with your scout. That makes tags absolutely valuable. I'm a big believer in putting tags on your scouts early on. See, we got another wasp lamb and another vehicle there. So we're going to get some wasp lamb salvage out of this mission. Hopefully something better shows up. Let's go after this lamb. Looks like we're going to hit. Nice hit there on the lamb. As I said, this is kind of a practice fresh start for our long-term stream fresh start, which is going to be a week from yesterday. And we're going to be allowing everybody who's here at 6 a.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday, or 9 a.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday, 6 a.m. Pacific, to help us set the criteria for our game. IMG, who also streams on our channel, and I are discussing ways that we can make it fun by coming up with some sort of a challenge between us to see who can be most successful with this restart. Now, there's a million ways that it can branch off and really not be something that's measurable as our travels expand, but we want to, at least in the beginning, start out with the same rules and the same settings and see if that creates a fun dynamic where we can have a little friendly competition based on, for example, one of the things that comes up in the new update is going to be the addition of battle armor. So we are both considering, what if we start out with a battle armor only start, which is something you can do, or mostly battle armor, and see if that's something that would be very challenging. It should be very challenging because starting out with only battle armor has a lot of ability, a lot of positives and a lot of negatives. So
Solid connection on that one.
the biggest challenge is they don't have a lot of armor, but they're highly evasive. And they don't have a lot of weapons, but the evasiveness can allow them to use their weapons in a very effective way. So it'll be really interesting to see
I laugh at your puny attack.
how the battle armor plays out. I've played battle armor before in Rogue Tech, but I don't know if it's going to be exactly the same in Battletech Advanced, so we'll have to see what happens here. Alright, let's keep hitting this wasp lamb. I'd like to get rid of one of these pretty quickly. escort vehicles are moving off to their destination. I want to thank everybody who's joining the stream. We're doing a convoy mission very early on in a fresh start. This is about our fourth mission. Yeah, fourth mission because I did 2 off camera. So still very early in this new career.
Ready, Commander.
As you can see from the mechs that we have.
Throttle up.
Including the Icarus. I am cursed to always get an Icarus from the heavy metal
Sending message.
loot crate. I always seem to get stuck with the Icarus. There are so many other mechs. I would actually rather have any of the other mechs that you can get in the loot crate than the Icarus, but I always seem to get the Icarus. I'm just not a big fan. It's slow. Its weapons slots are very limited, but hey, that is the role we got in life, so we're going to try to make the best of it. Alright, let's get our fire beat into the rear of this Wasp, and let's use a precision strike here just to make the most of this positioning opportunity. Solid hits there on the lamb. Going after the convoy.
I await your command.
Alright, let's get behind the Wasp here with our Cicada. Trying to use our speed and maneuverability to offset the fact that the Cicada is very squishy. Does not have a lot of firepower, so to be honest, that Cicada is going to be the first mech that we probably replace once we get something better. Only thing good about cicadas is you can sell them for salvage in the store. I just do not see a lot of positives to the Cicada. I know some people say, well, you could find some good cicadas or you can make a good cicada. I think the only good cicada could be a dead cicada. Let's hit that goblin there with our griffin. Ooh, that Wasp is about ready to come apart. That Scorpion is not much of a threat. It would be more of a threat if it had an AC on it. That's for sure.
Moving out.
Finish off this lamb here. No. It's hanging on by a thread.
Ready, Commander.
Ooh, alright. Our Icarus can go in and hopefully finish off the Scorpion with a good stomp.
Hey, good.
Yeah, come on. Finish him off. You can do it. Oh, yes. Vehicle destroyed. Good. Alright, one enemy down.
Roll her down.
Standing by.
Put our fire bee again in position to hit this wasp.
Confirmed.
Not quite enough. Ouch, that's a lot of firepower in our fire bee. Injury resisted, that's lucky. See if we can finish off the lamb that's closest to the convoy. That's the biggest threat to our objective here. None of these vehicles or mechs are particularly threatening. We're going to have to do precision strike here because the hit percentages are not good enough.
Acknowledge.
There we go. That was enough to kill the lamb, though. So that was worth it. Don't really care about salvage on the lamb. I'm desperately hoping we're going to have another enemy wave that has better salvage than that lamb. I mean, if I had a lamb, I would use a lamb, but that's not the ideal situation. I'd almost rather have a locust than a lamb. I would. That's how bad the lamb, wasp lamb is. It's just not really very viable. The firepower is minimal, the armor is minimal, and the evasion doesn't make up for the minimal nature. Let's see. Kick isn't going to get the job done here, so let's actually go for a strike to the rear. Should be enough to finish off this lamb, I hope. No, that lamb is really defying me. It refuses to die. Want to remind everybody to get involved in the chat room. We'd love to have an interactive experience with everybody. And we have a giveaway that we do on the channel. We have a Funko Pop monthly Funko Pop giveaway. The start of the Funko Pop giveaway is simply by giving us a follow, and then the more you're involved with our channel, the more chances you have to win the Funko Pop. So things like talking in the chat room is a good way to increase your chances of getting that Funko Pop. Yeah. And as far as the Funko Pop, if you don't know what it is a bobblehead of a sort. That's probably the best description. They have hundreds of different types, thousands of different types on Amazon. So you can simply go into Amazon and hit Funko Pop, and you'll see all the Funko Pops that they have available. And you could literally say, hey, I'd like Funko Pop number 3, which happens to be the original Spider-Man Funko Pop. And if it's with less than $20, you will get that Funko Pop. Or you could say, hey, I'd really like a Wolverine Funko Pop. Can you find a cool Wolverine Funko Pop for me? And then I will do the search and find one for you. No cost to you, just give us a follow. But the more you're involved with our channel, the more chances of the Funko Pop you get.
Take that.
Well, there goes the last enemy, I believe. Yep. Alright, so we got Davion reinforcements that will be here momentarily. So we'll set up our mechs for the next wave of reinforcements, which tend to come out of this boulder field over here.
I'm ready. I'm walking here.
So we'll set our heavier units up for that assault.
Moving, Commander.
We'll have our Cicada responsible for getting the
Rolling.
units to the evac point.
Copy that.
And we'll put our Locust in our good flanking position. So we're setting up kind of an ambush around where the enemies usually come. And yeah, it doesn't always work that way.
Good work, Commander. Hold this position until the package is underway.
Go time.
Alright, so we have at least 2 enemies down there. Let's see where the other 2 enemies are.
Receiving you.
Do we see anything else this way? Is the question.
Orders? Heading out.
Alright, no enemies this way, so that tells me that we just have to move to contact against these forces over here. Hopefully there's some better mechs than the Wasp Lamb. I don't want that to be the only salvage that's viable out of this mission. I probably would even take components from the vehicles before I take those Wasp Lamb parts, because they're just not really... It's not a viable mech for us. It doesn't upgrade our force in any way.
Throttle up.
So let's move our forces towards that
Good to go.
next wave of enemy targets.
All right. Full
Keeping
speed.
evasive. We've got a unknown mech and an unknown mech. The chances that either of those are better than a Lamb are pretty good.
Yes, Commander.
Or I should qualify. The chances that those are better than a Lamb Wasp are pretty good. Alright, let's see what we got here. Ooh, we got a Blackjack. That would be some really nice salvage. And a Stinger Lamb, which is slightly worse than the Goat. So definitely our primary target of opportunity here is going to be this Blackjack. We'll target the arms here, just because that's probably the best way
Receiving you.
to reduce the firepower of this Blackjack. At this point in our
Understood.
campaign,
Good
this Blackjack is a credible threat. So we need to do what we can
Got it, Commander.
to take this thing out quickly. We'll try to maximize salvage if we can. Would love to get 2 parts of a Blackjack. Anything that gets me away from using the Cicada.
The objective is secured, Commander.
Alright. Vehicles are extracted, so we'll get a full bonus for all vehicles surviving. Very nice, very, very nice.
Waiting for
That's
orders.
nice, as Borat would say. That's nice. We could go to the evac zone, but we're not going to do that.
No
Why would we
shooting,
do that?
just
We've
run.
got salvage on the field. Especially since it looks like it's only 2 enemies. Alright, we gotta be very careful with the Cicada,
Under heavy fire.
because it is so squishy. Alright, let's do a Battle Lord here, increase our chances slightly of hitting this Stinger.
Sending a message.
Oh, that worked out good. That was a successful precision strike. Alright, let's put as many forces into position to engage this Blackjack as we can. We're going to do another precision strike. We're going to go for that arm that we already hit before. Taking out that arm would significantly reduce the exposure. Hey, Skewed One. How are you doing? We're continuing our fresh start as practice for the
Go.
update on next Monday, which is going to require another fresh start. So this is like this is like the preseason for our fresh start that's going to happen a
Standing
week
by.
from yesterday. But as we saw yesterday, I needed some practice with my basic strategy. Oh, Askewed One said he killed a pilot with heat today. Yeah, it's rare, but it's really cool. Because if you kill the pilot with heat without doing too much damage, you're going to get all of the mech. So did you get all of the mech parts, or did you already do damage to the mech before you killed the pilot with heat? That is one of my favorite ways to get a mech,
Commander?
is to kill a pilot with heat very early on, so you can get the full salvage.
No target.
How's your vacation going? You're still on vacation, correct?
Now let's see how you handle this.
Time flies, and at the same time goes very slow here in COVID world. So sometimes I lose track of days, but I think you're still on vacation. And I'm jealous of that because I had to spend my vacation moving instead of playing games, which is usually what I do with my vacations in December. So hopefully we'll get an opportunity to get some extra gaming in. Yeah, just like any other
Heavy hit there.
pilot lethal kill, how many parts you get is directly tied to the status of the mech when you kill the pilot.
Copy that.
Crooked Global. So, question I have, Askewed One, is are you going to do a full restart when we get the update on Monday? Because it's going to be a pretty significant update. Ooh. Alright, that's why that blackjack is so dangerous. And why my cicada is so awful. I really want to maximize salvage here. Really, really do.
Firing full complement on enemy.
Alright, good hits there.
Reporting critical hit.
You had The Simpsons in one monitor while playing in the second. That sounds fun. Sounds like a fun day.
No shooting, just running. Bon appetit.
Yeah, dual monitors are kind of a must to really maximize our enjoyment of
Standing by.
gaming these days. I'm actually in the process when I am fully set up in my studio. We still have some work to do. But when I'm fully set up in the studio, I'm actually going to have 4 monitors at any given time. So that'll be fun. Ooh, you managed to headshot both the Cyclops and the Highlander in a Titan attack mission. So did you get all parts for that? Because that's some sweet salvage. Sweet, sweet salvage. Here, heck, right now, I would kill just to get a Jenner.
Wrong luck.
That's how desperate I am to upgrade my mechs at the moment. Alright, let's see if we can take out a leg on this blackjack. Oh, we took out one of the arms. That's good.
Dealt a heavy hit there.
Oh, all the mech parts were on the table. That's always nice. See, I could just go for a back shot here, but I'm really trying to maximize salvage on this blackjack. Really trying to get to either a kill
Standing by.
or an ejection here. But at the same time,
Confirmed.
I can't Can't risk.
Firing a full salvo.
A cicada especially getting hit anymore. My fire bee's also not something I want hit.
Took a hard hit there.
Orders?
Oh, that definitely sounds like it was a good salvage run there. Alright. Really trying to maximize salvage here on this blackjack. It's the first medium that we've fought against so far, so I really would like to get some parts out of it.
Oh, I like that shot.
Waiting for orders.
Meantime, we'll see if our locust can finish off this stinger. Oh, Clan Wolf decided to
Critical hit.
crash your party, huh? Very nice. That's some good clan salvage. I always like it when you're in the inner sphere and the clan comes in.
Barely hit,
It's
Commander.
it definitely gives you a good opportunity for some salvage, but it is a little scary when you don't plan to fight the clans and they show up.
Throttle up.
So the pirates are both the contractor and the Op 4. Well, clearly you're dealing with a situation there where you have multiple pirate forces that are pissed off at each other, right? So that does make sense. Oh, come on. Those 3 medium lasers did no damage to that blackjack? I don't know if I buy that one. Alright. Come on.
Engage.
Come on, blackjack. I don't know how many times I'm going to push this guy to ejection. He should be ready to eject by now. He doesn't have that much left.
These guys.
Yes, Commander.
Right, let's see if the cicada can finish off the stinger here. So it does make sense that because pirates, even though it's generally considered pirate, you know, obviously just like any other pirate force, there's going to be different pirates. And it does make sense because pirates historically tend to fight with each other quite a bit.
Welcome to my outfit.
Alright, pilot incapacitated.
Deck destroyed.
2 salvageable parts on the blackjack.
More into the breach, dear friend.
Receiving you.
That's right. We don't care about where the salvage comes from. You know,
Moving.
a mech could be fighting for Mother Teresa, and if it gives us good mech salvage, I don't care. You're right about that. All right, let's finish off the Stinger Lamb.
Ready, Commander.
Alright, come on. Let's finish this guy off before he does any serious damage. There's nothing I hate more than when you have one enemy left and they do significant damage to you as you're finishing them off. Drives me crazy.
Dealt a heavy hit there.
I'm here.
Alright, let's do some melee here.
On it. Engaging.
Nice, nice.
Got past his armor.
One thing I don't care for is replacing my Star Slayer with a Loader King on this mission. Yeah.
Scored a crit.
What happened to the Star Slayer? Was it destroyed, or is it just some damage and it's being repaired? Because that makes a big difference.
Ready for orders.
You know, mechs are going to get damage, but as long as they get damaged while getting better mechs, and you can repair them, that's just par for the course for this
One less
game.
target.
Alright, that should be it for this mission.
Enemy destroyed.
Alright, there we go. We're off to a better start than yesterday.
Mission successful.
I still think I got some bad dice rolls in my start yesterday. I think that's definitely a thing. Oh, I see. So the Loader King was part of an escort or mission, so it was your slot was committed to the Loader King. I understand. All right, so we got some minor damage to the cicada. Not too bad. Not too bad. We got 2 parts of a blackjack. I'm not interested in these lamb parts, so let's look at weapons parts we can use. These SRM6s are definitely interesting. Yeah, I'm happy to add these SRM6s to our mech bay. Why not? 2 blackjack parts. We also got all of the lamb parts, which I can sell. Medium lasers, some machine guns, 3 SRM6s. It's a pretty good haul, actually, for this early in the mission, in the campaign. So I will take it. Alright, so we're going to need to do some training. We're also going to have to repair that cicada because it's squishy and it dies like every time this cicada suffers some sort of damage. 4 days to get the cicada going.
I'll let you know when that's done.
I mean, that's just really backbreaking for me to wait 4 days for a cicada. We just might not wait for that. We might just try to tough it out with 4 mechs. Since we're going to travel soon. Skewed One, I'm going to take a quick 30-second break here. Actually, let's pick a mission. Is there a mission we can handle? Yeah, we could do the supply lines mission without a cicada. So let's queue that up. We'll just be short a mech. That's not that big of a deal. I just can't wait all that time just to wait for a cicada. It just doesn't make any sense. Alright, I can live with that. Okay. A Skewed One, I'm going to take a quick 30-second break if anybody pops in. I should be back before this is done loading, but if anybody asks, that's what's going on. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Sorry about the brief interruption. So you replace the thumper with 2 mortar 2s and a 4. That's an interesting take on a Hollander. One of the big negatives about a Hollander is the weapon slot. So the fact that you cram that into a Hollander is definitely a good thing. So that's your artillery support. Alright, so destroy local government units. So this is all about salvage, boys. Let's see what we can do. Can't quite get into the rear of this locust, but we can get into the legs, hopefully. And hopefully we can get a tag as well. Alright, we got a tag and 1 medium laser in on the locust. That's a good start. Just a reminder to anybody who's joining us, we're very early on into a fresh start. So when you ask me why is he using light mechs, that's why. Because we just started this fresh start. All right, let's push up. We've got this locust isolated, so anytime we have an enemy isolated, we want to take advantage of that. Let's do Warlord here. Skewed One, do you like using the flare? I've never really seen the flare as being overly worthwhile, but sometimes you see things very differently than me. I like to just use my scouts to show me the enemy instead of using artillery, but if you think that is a useful option, I might have to try. I mean, I understand Inferno, Guided, Acid, and Suppressant. Those are all useful. But I'm kind of surprised to hear that you're using the Flare as well. I'm assuming that's early on in missions when you're trying to locate the enemy? Question mark? Oh, flared enemies are +1 hit against. You know, I should know that because I did do some work on the wiki. I need to get back to that this week, actually, now that things are calmed down. But I do know that information, so
Acknowledge.
it's definitely useful. Our Firebee already has structural damage. Not good.
Affirmative.
Thank you for the follow, Ratulio35 and Shiggles09. Really appreciate that. Interesting names. Alright, let's go for a kick here on this Locust.
Acknowledge.
Locust versus Locust in melee. What could be more exciting? Which of these juggernauts is going to win? Alright, good. He switched targets away from my Firebee. Could really use enough mech salvage to put a mech together in this mission. Even if it was something like a Locust, just to put something together would be very helpful. Because I feel like right now, if one of my mechs is out, it's a significant impact on our ability to engage the enemy. There's a knockdown on that Locust. Ah, I keep hitting my Firebee. I'm gonna have to completely pull it out of this battle. Ooh, that's a Jenner.
I'm receiving you.
I believe I am 1 part away from getting a Jenner, so
Moving to position.
let's use this Firebee to attack this locust and get it out of the fight.
Enemy
There we
down.
go. 3 salvageable parts on that locust.
Tango down.
Oh, cicadas. Cicadas, cicadas. I hate them. I think I hate the cicada more than the locust because, quite frankly, the cicada is about as useful as the locust for double the tonnage. So, cicadas are just very inefficient weapons. There's no question about it.
Full throttle.
Alright, let's do a precision strike here. See if we can just get rid of this light carrier quickly. No, not enough. Not enough.
Standing by.
Alright, let's send our locust to flank in on this
Full speed.
Jenner.
No target.
I'd like to get at least 2 parts out of this Jenner because then I think we can put a Jenner together. Which sadly is a significant upgrade for us right now. Oh, missed on the tag. That hurts. Really want to get as many parts out of this Jenner as we can. It's really amazing when you're used to, say, where I was a week ago fighting the clans,
Ready, Commander.
and then you do a fresh start. It makes you appreciate. You're like, oh, look, it's a Jenner.
Throttle up.
I really want that salvage. Where, you know, a week ago, if it was a clan Jenner, which is much better than a inner sphere Jenner, I'd be like, I don't care about that thing. But now it's like, ooh, this would be huge.
Standing by.
And that's one of the things that makes this game so great. Alright, we gotta keep this fire beat
On my way.
evasive, because it's already got structural damage. Let's see if we get lucky. Ooh, we hit with the large laser and got knocked down on the Jenner. Very nice.
Reporting critical.
Skewed one, what is your least favorite mech? Is it a cicada, question mark? Because I'm hard pressed. At least other mechs that I don't like, I can at least see the value in.
Live to serve.
I can see the value in the Locust and the Flea, even if they're not my favorite. But the Cicada just... It's really hard to find the value out of a Cicada.
Oh, I like that shot.
The only Cicada that I think is really decent are ones that have PPCs,
Good to go.
because then at least they could play a sniper role.
On the move.
But, you know, generally speaking, Cicada is... Whenever I see a Cicada given to me in the first mech bay of any career, I kind of just
Enemy vehicle
die a
hit.
little inside. Not completely die, just a little die. Let's see if we can finish off this Jenner. Maybe we could take off the other leg.
I'm ready.
Alright, we'll do the same thing again.
Position confirmed. Targeting for physical attack.
Alright, caused an injury.
Scored a critical hit.
Alright, Jenner's back up. Yep, so Skewed One also agrees that the Cicada is pretty much the worst. The worst mech
Onward.
on the field at any given
Put my
moment.
way into it. Hey,
Hopefully we got 2 parts out of that. No, only 1 part. But I think that's enough to put a Jenner together. Oh, there's another... Oh, there's a vehicle.
yes, Commander.
Alright, so we got a vehicle we need to kill here.
Acknowledge.
That's fine. Let's see if we can kill this vehicle quickly. Like to get another mission in. We have another 35 minutes to play.
Roger that.
Slightly shorter stream today because I have still have contractors coming to the house and I have to let them in. And it's really hard to explain to contractors that they couldn't come in and start work because I'm doing a stream. So
Double time. Let's go.
let's see. For me, you have a bundle of 12 clan machine guns. I mean, that's good. I mean, I've really never been a fan of the machine guns in BattleTech. I usually only use them if I have no other weapons available, or if my mech comes with them and I don't want to waste time in the mech bay to make changes to the weapons. But you know, generally speaking, I'm not a big fan of the machine guns. But you know, they have a place. For example, if you develop a punch bot, for example, then that would be a good weapon system to use on a punch bot. Alright, let's go for a kick on this vehicle.
Putting my weight into it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Hey, if it's a clan machine gun, obviously it's significant value. Ooh, hard hit on our locust there. What the?
Ready, Commander.
What the heck? It's a good thing we're getting a Jenner out of this mission. And we're also close to traveling anyway, so that helps.
Coming in from
I hate it when your last target is the target that does the most damage to you while you're finishing off the mission. Seems to always happen that way. Your mission is going pretty much with flawless, and then the last enemy does some significant damage to you.
There's one for the scrap heap.
Alright, there we go. Mission successful. It meant so the clan sent 3 piranhas and a Medusa. I mean, that's actually really good for a clan raid that you had something you can manage. So I wouldn't complain about that. Firebee and Locust both need repairs. But I think we're going to be able to put together a Jenner here. Ooh, it's the Pirate Locust. That's actually a pretty good Locust, if there is such a thing. And there is. So we got 3 Pirate Locust parts, which means I think I could put a Locust together and a Jenner together here. Which would be nice. Yeah, the 3 piranhas and a Medusa meant that the Clan Wolf had to get in at basically point blank range, correct? So that's pluses and minuses for sure. Mech Bay. Alright. Alright, let's focus on the negative first. Let's do our repairs. I don't think the the Locust lost a lot actually. Oh, including our tag. No. That is not good. That is not good at all. Alright. Medium laser. I'd much rather have the tag.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
Alright, how bad is our fire bee? lost the jump jet. I don't think I'm going to replace the jump jet. So what we'll actually do is we'll take that tonnage and increase the firepower with the SRM-4. No, I can't do that. We do the SRM-2. Wait, why are we overweight? We shouldn't... Oh, because the SRM-4 is still there. Alright, then we have a ton of remaining. You know what? I'm going to put in a heat sink. Because this Firebee is hours overheating. So let's put in a heat sink. That's another 4 days. Alright, Skewed One, we'll see you when you come back. Want to thank everybody else for joining us. Please get involved in the chat room. It's much more fun than me talking to myself. And keep in mind, if you're a new viewer, we have the giveaway. So if you follow us, you're entered into a Funko Pop giveaway each and every month. Alright, so let's look at storage. We've got some stuff to put together. So we can put together the Jenner D. Or the Jenner C. I think we're going to go with the Jenner D. Oh, no room available in the mech bay. Alright, so we gotta make some room in the mech bay. Oh boy. Tough choices here. As always, Battletech, you give me tough choices. What do I do? What do I do? Alright, I think I wait for the cicada to be repaired. Because I want the I want to be able to sell the cicada. So we're going to strip the cicada and sell it. That gives me room for one mech. Alright, so we can actually build the Jenner D. Nice.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
Alright, we got the Jenner D now. Okay, so we got that going for us. What do we have left on this planet? We do have another battle, so I don't want to leave until I get that battle in. Alright, so let's look at the mech bay. One of the things we can do is we can maximize this Jenner. So one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to take off jump jets. Because the Jenner is fast enough on its feet. It really doesn't really benefit you to have those jump jets. Ooh, this is the Jenner with the SRM-4 and the 4 mediums. That's a nice bit of firepower. So we're going to maximize the armor. And instantly we have a nice little brawler light mech. So, and it costs us no time. Because all we're doing is switching components for armor. So instantly that's done. So if we can just wait for the Firebee. Let's stop by the barracks. We need to upgrade our pilots.
Yep.
Alright, so who needs upgrades? Alright.
Training complete.
Ether does.
Commander?
Archangel does. Let's work on your gunnery, Archangel, and your piloting.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Okay. Bloody Doves, you need some upgrades. Let's do your piloting, guts, and tactics.
Mech warrior training complete.
Commander?
What's up, boss?
Floppy, we can improve your gunnery
Training
slightly.
complete.
Not exactly a significant upgrade.
Command.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Orders. Ready to get it on.
Yeah, Commander.
Alright, Mummy Bear, we can increase your guts. Give you Bulwark. That's going to be handy as a scout.
Mech warrior training complete.
To be instantly given Bulwark.
Commander.
I still think Bulwark is one of the best
Training.
upgrades that you can give your pilots. I haven't really seen a situation where shielded stance is superior. Alright, let's increase the guts on you, T-Bone.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Receiving you.
And Wolfbanes.
Mech warrior training complete.
Alright, very solid upgrades. Alright, so let's do the, let's get the repairs done on the Fire Bee so we can actually engage in a mission here. Okay. One more day for the Fire Bee. Okay. That was important because what we want to do, before I forget, let's go to sell this cicada. That gives me enough for a full month of operations. So that was a lot more. That cicada did more for me by selling it than it would ever do on the field. Alright, we got 25 minutes left. We got just enough time to take the last mission on this planet. Alright, so we're fortunate enough to switch the Jenner in. So that's a significant upgrade to our force here. We can also put our commander in. We'll put the commander in our Jenner. And let's put T-Bone in our Fire Bee to keep it a little bit more alive. And yep, unused tonnage on the Icarus, I'm aware. Alright, here we go. Seems like the next upgrade that we're going to have to do is to get that second mech bay working. It's a good problem to have when you suddenly have too many mechs. You can always find one or two mechs that you can upgrade in the mech bay, but then sometimes it makes sense to keep those in reserve. In a perfect world, I like to have at least 6 mechs available at all times. So you can swap mechs out without losing time on missions. That's one thing that's pretty significantly different in Rogue Tech is that you're forced to let time pass between missions due to pilot fatigue. So, you know, that's one thing that's different from Rogue Tech. I'm actually considering there is a way to set up your battle tech so you can actually go back and forth relatively easy between Rogue Tech and Battle Tech. So I'm actually thinking about maybe alternating between Rogue Tech and Battle Tech Advanced and see if we can get some extra variety into our streams. BTA still would be our primary, but it would be nice if maybe every third day we did some Rogue Tech.
These trees remind me of home.
Right, so this is just a destroy enemy mission, so we should be in a good place
Moving, Commander.
to get this mission done in the 25 minutes we have left.
I'm going.
What's the easy way? I don't know.
Standing by.
Yeah, I'm just hoping
Acknowledge.
maybe we can get one more mech put together before we travel. I'd really like to replace the Fire Bee, actually. The Fire Bee is just a little too fragile for me. So, oh, the easy way, so apparently, you can basically just keep them in a folder, and you can just move the folders back and forth in your mods folder to determine which mod that you're going to play. So there is a way to do it. I've never really played around with it, but it might be worth a try. Oh, we got an Irby. Hey, there's nothing better than an opportunity to shoot a Irby in the backside. Let's actually do Battle Lord here. Ooh, perfect.
Coming in from behind.
Yeah, so basically, a skewed one, what you do is you just swap your mod folder back and forth. So you'll basically have a mod folder for Rogue Tech and a mod folder for BTA, for example, and then you'll just move them around. All right, let's see if we can get some more good hits on this Irby. Take this target out quick. You know, I'll tell anybody, early on in the game, a Jenner makes for one heck of a light mech. It's a lot of firepower for the tonnage, which is ironic compared to the Cicada, which is the same, which is even larger. Ooh, a Toro! I haven't seen a Toro in quite some time. In fact, I don't know if I've ever seen a Toro. That might be a new light mech. One thing I love about this game is they're always adding new mechs. So let's take a look at the Toro. See what we're up against here. It is a light mech with MRM-10, MRM-10, a ERPPC, and a melee of 50. This is a nice little mech, I have to say, a skewed one. For the tonnage to have an ERPPC and 2 MRM-10s, that's a nice little mech. I have to say, I'm impressed. That would not be a bad mech for us to add. Unfortunately, I think it's so rare that it would be hard to put one together. All right, we got a Spider. So we got a Toro. Oh, we got a support lance too. Yeah, this is the first time I've seen a Toro. It looks really cool.
I live to serve.
The problem is, unless we got a headshot, I don't know how often we'd be able to put one together. That's the one negative. Alright, we can shoot the Toro, the Spider, or the Scorpion. Yeah, we gotta go for the Scorpion. Looks like that's a hit. Ooh, good hits on that Scorpion. Very nice.
This just in. Critical hit.
Wow, Archangel's kind of cocky, isn't he? This just in, a critical hit. Can't you just say, yeah, I hit the enemy? Alright, we got a Pack Rat. I think that's a weapons carrier. No, that's a Hunter Light Support Tank.
Ready, Commander.
Alright, so the good news is the enemies here are not overwhelming. But we do have a lot of them, so we're going to have to play this smart. And playing things smart is always a challenge for me, Skewed One. I don't know about you, but sometimes playing things smart is hard to do. All right, let's go for the leg on this Toro. MMLs, I understand the appeal of MMLs. I've never really found them to be worth the tonnage because you're just not getting as much firepower out. I mean, it's great that you can select which missiles that you're going to use with MMLs, but I just don't feel like you get, 4 salvageable parts on an Irby. I guess that's a good thing. I mean, Irbies are great to sell. I don't know if I want to put one out in the field. Then again, it might be an upgrade over, say, the Fire Bee here. At least it can take a couple hits. So that is one positive.
I'm ready.
Alright, speaking of the Fire Bee, let's keep it evasive.
On the way. Double time.
Super important on the Fire Bee here. And I guess we're going to have to go after the Scorpion here. Which is fine. Alright, so we know that those 3 mechs are the only mechs on the field. Oh, come on! That was a lucky hit on our Jenner. Our Jenner just became useless. That was
Wait your command.
very painful. That just shows us the value of the Toro there, though. This thing,
I'll race you.
that thing's got a lot of firepower for its tonnage. I gotta say, I'm pretty
Let's
impressed.
see how you handle this.
I'm not happy because what he just did to my Jenner, but I am impressed. That's a significant amount of my firepower that just got wiped out by one lucky ERPPC shot. Skewed One says, since I don't have mine-laying artillery yet, it's nice to have Thunder and Acid in the same mech without needing SRMs and LRM launchers. Yeah, that is true. That is the benefit.
Damage is light.
MMLs definitely give you
Ready, Commander.
flexibility. So there absolutely is that.
Throttle up.
Hey, IMG. IMG, thank you for the subscription. Really appreciate that. Really want to thank IMG for the subscription, especially since he's a member of our team. So he doesn't have to subscribe, but he's such an awesome guy that he's subscribing. So
Sending a message.
now the question is, since he's in our profit sharing, is IMG really just taking money from one pocket and putting it into another? Probably. But still, we appreciate the sentiment. And I want to really congratulate IMG for some really good, great streams this week. So IMG had a great stream on Masters of Orion 2, which is for Retro Game Monday. And then he had a great stream yesterday on Halo 3. So really appreciate what IMG is bringing to the channel, including a significant increase in the variety of our streams. So that's really appreciated. All right, let's go for a stomp on this Scorpion.
Moving to position.
Love the support. IMG, really love the support. Alright, we got about 12 minutes left. Alright, there goes that Scorpion. That helps. Let's see if we can wrap up this mission. Yo, IMG, you might be late to the party, but the party doesn't start without you. So, alright, let's do a... No, I don't want to do a charge with our Griffin.
I'm
see.
walking here.
See if we can take out this Scorpion.
Got it, Commander.
No, not quite enough to take out that Scorpion. He's going to make me pay right now. Oh, some machine guns, not too bad. Oh, IMG, I'm sorry that
Just scuffed my paint.
I'm sorry that you weren't able to sleep last night. Let's see. All right, let's go for a punch on this Icarus. No, we can't do that. Let's see.
Moving, Commander.
Heat is an issue with our Icarus here. Alright, we're gonna have to take a vigilance. And a brace. Oh, he's still overheated.
Gotta shut down.
That was a fail. That means all these enemies are gonna go after my Icarus for 2 turns. Good thing we're traveling after this.
Pushing the red line.
Alright, our Jenner got pretty beat up, so that makes him really a kick bot now. So let's... Ooh, nice hit on that Toro.
Ready for orders.
Alright, let's see if we can get into the backside of this spider.
Firing all weapons.
Ooh, nice shit. Nice hits into the rear of the spider there. Very nice.
Reporting critical hit.
Nice hits there. We just discovered this Toro IMG, and it's a really awesome little mech. It's got missile launchers and an ERPPC. Oh, I'm not too happy it just wrecked my Icarus.
At least preserve me.
Commander. On my way.
Let's finish off the Scorpion, hopefully.
Rock 'em.
There we go.
I have become death.
Ouch. Ouch, they're really beating up on my Icarus.
Just scuffed. Pushing
Not
the
very often I say I'm worried about losing my Icarus, but sadly it's one of my better mechs right now.
Ready, Commander. Pushing the red line.
Oh no. Oh, we lost the Icarus. Hopefully not permanently. Oh. Ouch. Like I said, it's really good that we're traveling after this mission. Alright. Let's do another kick on this Toro. Hey Gorkamus, I just started this playthrough yesterday, so this is a fresh start for us. You didn't miss that much, but we're going to do a new fresh start next Tuesday because a significant update in this mod is coming out on next Monday. So the goal is going to be to do a fresh start next Tuesday. That'll be our really long-term fresh start.
Targeting for physical attack.
Thank you, Gorkamus. I enjoy the early playthroughs the best because it's definitely the most challenging. Once you get loaded up with clan technology, for example, then it becomes a little less interesting. Oh, Gorkamus, thank you for that. Really appreciate your interest in our fresh playthrough. So the next update is going to have battle armor, it's going to have a fix for the enemy mechs overheating, and it's going to have an update to the gunnery system. So those are pretty significant. So what we're going to do is starting next Tuesday, after the update comes out Monday, we're going to do a complete fresh start. IMG and I are debating whether we should have a challenge where both of us do streams where we both start out with battle armor only and see if who does better in that situation.
I'm ready.
So that's something we've been kicking around. I'd love to hear if there's a lot of interest in me and IMG having a little competition
Move order received.
with the fresh start next week. Alright, there's a good hit on that spider. Let's finish these guys off quickly. Alright, there we go. There's an ejection. Oh, we are just getting roasted on this mission. Not good.
Armor breach. Watch my feet.
Alright, our Jenner. Let's go in and kick the Toro. Hopefully this will finish off the Toro here. Let's see. Yep. Alright, there goes the Toro. So that's all the mechs. It will be a battle armor off because I don't dance. Bad knee. So, what does everybody think in the chat? Do you think IMG and I should have a little friendly competition about how well we can do starting out with battle armor only?
Damage
Or
critical.
should we do a more traditional
Standing
start for the new update? So Gorkamus, you're going to have a couple options to get battle armor. So apparently, one of the starts is going to give you the option where you get at least 2 parts of battle armor along with mechs. And then you can either purchase battle armor in the stores, or you can purchase it, or you can take it as salvage as you would against a regular mech. That's the way it always was in Rogue Tech, which has had battle armor for quite some time.
Acknowledge.
So I'm assuming it would be the same thing, that you can just simply select the battle armor as salvage, or you can obviously get it as part of the additional random picks that you get as salvage. So that is my thoughts on how that's going to happen. But you are going to be able to buy it in the store, and you can start out with it if you want to try a really challenging start. You can start out with battle armor. So I've already decided if we do the battle armor, my backstory is going to be that we're a group of elementals that have come to the inner sphere to restore our armor, our honor, and all we have to fight with is battle armor to start out. Now that doesn't really quite work because elementals typically don't go up to become mech pilots, but we're going to play around with the idea. It does help if we have a mixed group, because then we could say that we have a group of elementals and regular mech warriors from the clan space. And I can even set it up so we can name the warriors under... We can rename the warriors names that would be from the clans. So I can probably do a rename on the pilots. That's not that... That's not very hard to do.
Yes, Commander.
Now, Astute 1, if we do have a competition, we're going to also, IMG and I are also going to have the same rules set up at the beginning of the game. Just to make sure IMG doesn't give himself an advantage. I'm sure he would never do that, but he does like to give me a hard time on the streams, so maybe he would enjoy giving himself a slight advantage. So we're going to have to make sure everybody's playing under the same rules. And to be fair, you should make sure I'm playing under the same rules too, because as any good mercenary, I will take every advantage I can get. All right, speaking of advantages, let's see if we can get rid of this last vehicle quickly, because I have taken a beating on this mission. Yes. All right, good. Oh, see, IMG has already come up with his backstory too. So I would really love to see if there's interest in us starting out with a fresh start using only battle armor to see if we can be successful. IMG says he would never take advantage that you would notice. Oh, okay. Just a quick programming note. IMG is going to be doing a stream tonight for MechWarrior 5. That will be at 10 p.m. or 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time in the United States. I will be joining him, and I'm sure IMG is going to put me in something really bad as far as a mech. Maybe like a cicada or a locust, just to give me a hard time. Because we'll be using his playthrough, so I'm going to be stuck with what we're going to... Yes, so the bonus of that co-op playthrough will be that there'll be 4 human pilots for MechWarrior 5, which makes it much more fun than having the AI. Alright, so we have a whole bunch of damage we need to deal with here, including the Icarus, which might be a total loss. Yeah, that's not looking so good. So we're going to clean that up off stream, especially since I have contractors coming right now. So I will see you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, unless we have a bonus stream for BTA. And I will see you later tonight, IMG, for MechWarrior 5. 10:30 Eastern Time, 9:30 Pacific tonight for MechWarrior 5. We'll see you guys then.